What is going on, YouTube? I am back once again, and today I am bringing you guys a ninja deck that I made myself. And I know this deck is not the most ideal of ninja decks, but I only have these cards. I made it with these cards, and I will give you guys the improvements that other people usually do in order to make this deck better. So you guys, if you have the better cards, you can make it yourself. So we're starting with a Sphere Kuriboh, which negates your opponent's attack by changing their monster to defense position. The attacking monster, that is. It is a hand trap, essentially, and you have it in your hand, and you activate it from your hand, which is good in this meta, considering there's a lot of ways to pin down a back row. I'm running 2 Ninja Grandmaster Sasukes, and at the start of the damage step, this card attacks a face-up defense position monster. It just automatically destroys that monster, regardless of the defense, so obviously, that's very good paired with Enemy Controller and Sphere Kuriboh, because Enemy Controller can either target one monster and change its battle position, or tribute one of your monsters and take one of your opponent's monsters. So, the main card of this deck is Red Dragon Ninja, and if you don't know what this card does, when it is summoned, you can banish one ninja or ninjutsu art card from your graveyard, and you can target one set card your opponent controls, and then you can choose whether to return it to their top of the deck or the bottom of their deck. And the good thing about this is that the targeted card cannot be activated in response to this card targeting it. Now, they can activate other cards in their back row, but they cannot activate the specific card that you targeted. So, Senior Silva Ninja, I'm running this card because when this card is flipped, you can special summon any number of ninja monsters except Senior Silver from your hand or graveyard in face-down defense position. So essentially what you would do with this card is you would get this card on the field with Mausoleum of the Emperor, and basically, or you would tribute set, and then you would flip next turn if you had a Red Dragon Ninja in your grave or your hand that you want to summon. I'm running 3 Mausoleum of the Emperor because during any main phase, the turn player can pay 1,000 life points times the number of monsters normally needed for the tribute summon. So if you were summoning a Blue Eyes, you would need 2,000 life points, and since these 2 monsters are only 6 stars, you only need 1,000 life points to summon them. So it just basically summons them right on the field. It ignores the tribute requirement at the cost of 1,000 life points, which is pretty good, especially when you want to get Red Dragon Ninja on the field and you want to get rid of your opponent's back row. And then Flame Armor Ninja is another ninja that I'm running just because I need to throw in some ninjas that can just be summoned without being tributed, because sometimes you won't draw your Mazo Empo, and that's definitely a bad thing. So Flame Armor Ninja, when this card is summoned, his effect is you can increase his or any other monster on your side of the field's level by 1. So this pairs well with Beatdown, actually, because this guy will go to a 5-star, and then you can actually activate Beatdown, so he becomes a 2,000 attack monster on your turn, basically. And that gets over most anything nowadays. I'm running 1 Ninjutsu Art of Transformation. You activate this card by tributing 1 face-up ninja, and then you can special summon 1 beast, wing beast, or insect top monster, so you can summon another ninja, and you can summon another ninja that is 3 levels and lower above your ninja. So if I had this guy on the field, for instance, I could summon a Red Dragon Ninja or a Senior Silva. I could also summon one of these guys, or another one of him, but that would be a waste of it, because obviously you want your big boys on the field. Running a Windstorm for protection and stalling, it changes all the battle positions of all your opponent's monsters. And a Ninjutsu Art of Duplication, I'm running 3 of these. Probably shouldn't be running 3. I would preferably run 2 of these and 2 of these, 2 and 2, but I only have 1 of these, as you can see, so that's unfortunate. The best case scenario is actually running 3 of these and 1 of these, but this card allows you to tribute one of your ninja monsters and then special summon a ninja monster from your deck or from your hand. From your deck, sorry, not from your hand. And So essentially, you can summon this guy, and then get this guy, get another one of them from this effect by tributing him, or you can summon him and get another one by tributing him. So that's basically the deck list. Let's hop into some replays that I have for you. These replays are actually kind of interesting because I was in a bad spot in both of these duels, and I ended up pulling out of it. Don't know how, but this deck definitely came through for me in the end. I would recommend trying out this deck. It's given me some headaches over the couple weeks that I played it because it bricks a lot. So you'll be sitting there with like 4 traps in your hand, and 3 of them are the ninjutsu art of duplications, and you just get shut out essentially by your opponent. And you'll see that. I know at least in one of these duels. I don't know if I brick at all in this one, but in the next one I'm going to show you, I definitely brick for about half the duel, and I have no idea how I pulled through it, honestly. But this duel, we started off with 2 Mausoleum of the Emperors, and 1 Red Dragon Ninja, and 1 Flame Armor Ninja. So I didn't want to get the Red Dragon Ninja out on the field because I could not tribute any ninja monsters in my graveyard. I could not banish any of them to be able to lock him out and put back one of his face downs. So I just did not go for it because obviously it would have been a waste of a monster, and he could have just gotten destroyed right away. Especially now, like, he would have gotten destroyed this turn because he metamorphs right here, and that would have been it, and I would have wasted 1,000 life points for nothing. So my Flame Armor Ninja goes down. He had a Kaiba Man set. I guess he just wanted to protect himself from taking life points. At this point, I'm figuring, okay, I'm going to Mausoleum of the Emperor, and I wanted a defense card like Enemy Controller or a Duplication or a Transformation, but I could not get it. I got another Red Dragon Ninja, so that was disappointing. But I do end up banishing my Flame Armor Ninja. I end up trying to get rid of one of the set cards he has, but he Enemy Controllers me with the other set card he had. So that's a good thing, I guess, that I got rid of the other enemy controller, and I locked him out of a turn too by sending the Mirror Wall to the top of his deck. So obviously my Flame Armor Ninja is going to get destroyed here. Red Dragon Ninja. Flame Armor Ninja just sounds so much cooler. I'm gonna go with, you know what? I'm gonna go with Flame Armor Ninja. Whatever. I do end up finally drawing my defense card, so I pay for another Red Dragon Ninja, and he activates his Mirror Wall right away because he knows what's happening. That was a pretty good play on his part. So since he activated his Mirror Wall, I decided to go with Senior Silver Ninja. Senior Silver Ninja because I just, I don't know, like, it would have been a waste of summoning Red Dragon, and I like to save him for any set cards that my opponent might have. So luckily I enemy controller him here, and I avoid getting my Senior Silver Ninja killed. I'm able to attack into his Gale Lizard because the Senior Silva can get over the 1,000 defense that he has, even with the Mirror Wall. He has Destiny drawn, and he sets a card face down, so he had no monsters, and I was really excited because I knew what was happening. Red Dragon Ninja comes on the field, tributes off a fellow Red Dragon Ninja. He had a Draining Shield, which would have been really clutch for him. I send it to the top of his deck to lock him out of the turn, his next turn, in case he has a Sphere Karibo, but he does not, and that is game right there. So the next duel is the most interesting duel that I have had in quite a while. I didn't think I was going to win it. I was thoroughly worried throughout, and this is what an absolute brick looks like, in case you guys were wondering. Like, I'm not talking a regular brick. I'm talking one of those giant bricks that you see walking around. You know when you see a brick on a building, you're like, wow, that's a really big brick. This was one of those bricks, okay? Let me just tell you something. It was really bad. But we ended up pulling through, and we might have won, or I might just be showing it to you to show you what a brick looks like. So we open up with a Red Dragon Ninja, a Ninjutsu Art of Duplication, an Enemy Controller, and a Windstorm. We draw a Sphere Karibo, and we set the Enemy Controller. This My Valentine had the audacity to be running Cyber Angels against me. And she Senjus right away. I guess not right away because she ended one of her turns, but she Senjus. She sets a card face down, and I guess she doesn't want to ritual so she can get Dakini's effect off, but she does pick up a Dakini. I pick up a Ninjutsu Art of Transformation. I decide to Sphere Kuriboh this because I'm still hoping that I can pick up another, like a Flame Armor Ninja and or a Sasuke, and then if she summons Dakini, I can just Econ take and get rid of her Dakini. That's why I'm saving enemy controller, but it just doesn't look like it's going to happen that way, and I let that attack go through too because I'm really trying to save this enemy controller. I finally get my Flame Armor Ninja. I summon him. This is turn 8, by the way. Turn 8, I finally draw an actual monster. Summon him, beat down, and she super rushes me. I was wondering if I should Econ take right here, because it was going to get destroyed anyway and just do some life port damage, but I decided not to. I decided to save the Econ. She sets a card, and now she's going to ritual after she saw me draw a monster, so she's going to get Dakini on the field. Ben 10's effect is going to activate. She's going to be able to pick up another Ben 10 from her deck, and she's going to be able to machine Angel Absolute Ritual again, and this is just not looking good for moi. And she gets a Ben 10 on the field, so I Windstorm both of them, and that would have been game if I would not have had Windstorm, so Windstorm definitely comes in clutch. She picks up a Machine Angel Ritual with her Dakini's effect, and I really need a monster right here, and lo and behold, it is a Grandmaster Sasuke, definitely exactly what I needed. So she Econs me, and this is where duplication comes in handy. I duplicate Senor Sasuke, and I get another Sasuke on the field. So Sasuke's effect, if you remember, was it can destroy any face-up monster in defense position at the start of the battle step, so that definitely comes in clutch because it gets rid of her Dakini. She's trying to super rush into me, and thankfully I saved this enemy controller, and it now comes in major handy. She spell... Oh my goodness, I can't even. Spell Shield type 8's me, and that basically negates enemy controller's effects, so her super rush is still going to go through, except I'm able to get the Red Dragon Ninja on the field with this Ninjutsu Art of Transformation, and I beat down. So she ends her turn because obviously she can't get over it, and I beat down, and I end up destroying her Ben 10. So at this point, she has no monsters on the field. And I'm sitting really good here, especially with an enemy controller in my hand and another Ninjutsu Art of Duplication on the field. She tries to Machine Angel Absolute Ritual, and she gets another Ben 10, and I guess she just needed defense because she didn't want me attacking directly because it was not a Dakini. I was expecting a Dakini to be on the field, but nope. So I beat down again, and I'm able to attack over her Ben 10. I Ninjutsu Art of Duplication, and I get a Senior Silver Ninja to do the damage, and in case she had a Sphere Kuriboh at any point, he has a lot more defense than Red Dragon Ninja. So at this point, it's looking like the game's over. I get a Flame Armor Ninja, and down goes Cyber Angels to the hands of the Ninja deck. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, and sub, and I'll see you guys next time.